What time do you call this?
I can't stop laughing about it. Oh, what a weird morning.
Very strange morning.
Sorry, guys. I thought it was going to be cancelled, and I wrote up on the community thing as well to say it's cancelled. Then I changed it and said we're live again. We're live. So
You
yeah,
should probably
sorry
delete it. You should probably delete the. Oh no, you have. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you changed
what's
it.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that it was still up, but you changed it.
And I was like looking in on my phone, and there's like 5 people waiting, and I'm like, oh crap. And I couldn't delete it because I don't have StreamYard on my phone, like, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm here. Liam's here. We're here just.
Yeah, we're finally here. And what's the topic of today's show, Catherine?
You should know, shouldn't you?
I know, but I'm just asking you for the audience. What is today's show, Catherine?
The meaning of names. So if anybody wants to come in, I'll put the invite link up. If anybody wants to come and talk about what their name means.
Yeah, you can just use the old Google and you can just type your name in. So, yeah, we'll discover what our names mean. And why don't we look up the names of biblical stuff? Like, we know that Jesus means God is salvation, right?
We're only 45 minutes late today, everyone.
Yeah. We would be put to death in biblical times.
Well, I can tell you what my name means.
What's that?
Pure.
Pure. Interesting. Interesting. So, I'll have to look this up. So, Liam is short for William. So, William.
I think I know what it means.
William name meaning resolute protector. So, resolute protector is my first name. Well, it's Liam, but it's short for William.
I thought it meant strong-willed warrior.
Yeah, yeah. So, strong-willed warrior, resolute protector, helmet, things like that.
Mm-hmm. And your second name, it means strong or strength or something?
So I'll look up my middle name, Andrew.
Everybody knows what your full name
Manly.
is. Strong-willed, manly.
Name meaning. So name meaning. Nah, that's not what it means. Oh, it comes from Alistair. Okay, so Alistair. Name meaning. Man's defender. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
So, and I can't remember what I said for Liam. It's like resolute protector, manly, man's defender.
Very strong names there.
Yeah.
You don't want to know what my second name is. I never say it. I never say it because I don't want people to know it. No saying, Liam, if you remember.
I don't remember it though.
That's good. I won't remind you. I'll remind you later.
Okay.
But what was I going to say? But it means sorrowful. My second name, pure sorrow.
Your pure sorrow.
And Holmes means like an islet. I'll look it up.
Actually, you should share your screen on Google so we can look it up with you so we can see it. Yeah.
Okay. Just give me a second, folks.
People are going to be so confused when they see that you're live. They're going to be like, what the hell's going on?
Well, it's like, well, I might as well now go live. I don't like cancelling shows. All right. So, share screen. Share screen.
Share that screen.
Da-da.
Share that screen.
Can you see that?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Okay. Can't even bloody type today. Now you can see everything that no.
What is the meaning of life?
An islet, especially in a river or near a mainland. A piece
Meaning
of
of
what?
maybe you should look up meaning of the second name home or homes, because then that'll come up with the word for it, and then instead, so meaning of the second name or just meaning of the name homes.
Holmes is a geographical or topographical surname from the Northern Middle English holm, meaning island, often bestowed on an individual who lived on an island or a piece of low-lying meadowlands near or surrounded by water. So there you go.
Catherine the Island.
Pure island. I don't know.
Who
I'm
else
going to
should we
be.
look up?
You can do some looking up while I go for a bit.
Okay. Well, this is my show now. We did not expect to go live today because Catherine's internet cable was working up to the point where she couldn't actually access the internet on her computer because she doesn't have Wi-Fi, so it comes through the computer. So she couldn't actually go on to the live stream today, which is why we're an hour late or so. So yeah, so she cancelled the show originally, and then she realized, or she got the internet back from the help of her dad, I think, and then that's why we're here. So we're not very planned. It's just off the cuff, although usually it is off the cuff. So is what it is, I guess. Still though, why not? Just live life on the edge. Just whatever happens, happens. That's the way I like to live. Well, I originally thought that I was going to be doing this show today, but then it cancelled, and now it's uncancelled. So it's just random. You know, the fruits of life, they're so random. We can just we make our plans, and then God laughs at our plans. He really does. And then he went, "Psych! Actually, you are going to be doing this today." Well, that's crazy. Also, just a reminder, the StreamYard link is in the live chat. If you want to click on it, you can come in and you can tell us what the meaning of your name is, or we're actually going to look up the meaning of a bunch of people's names. So yeah. We might as well look up the names of biblical figures too, because that's interesting. Because I know that God likes to name people based on their role. So Satan is the adversary. That's what that means. That's what his name is the adversary. So his name coincides with his role, right? Jesus means God is salvation. Christ isn't a name, it's a title. It means anointed one. Same with God. So they're not really names, they're more like titles. Moses means from the river, I think, if I can remember correctly. Because he was taken from the river was by his mother, or his stepmother. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that Moses means from the river, if I'm sure. But we will be looking that up soon, looking up the meanings of names. Because that's really interesting, because we can learn a lot from just studying language. Because we never really think about our names, what meanings they have. You'd think that God would leave some little Easter eggs in there, like, this is what your name means. Maybe it's got something to do with our role in the body. Who knows? I think there might be something to that. It's not going to be entirely accurate, of course, but I do think that it might be interesting to look up. Why not? And of course, the biblical figures makes a lot of sense. And
Sorry,
Catherine back.
I'm finally back. Well, are you talking about me again, Liam?
No, I was talking about biblical figures' names. I'm pretty confident that the name Moses means from the river, to be taken from the river.
You can always share your Google screen too.
Yeah, but you're the host. We'll do it on your show instead. Oh, it's Fred. My
Hey,
name,
Fred.
Fred, means peacemaker. Ah, but what does your second name mean, though? So peacemaker, whatever Melisano means.
If he wants to. Well, I was thinking like his middle name if he's got one. Not everybody has a middle name, do they? So
Liam, well, Liam is short for William, so I just use William because that's his full. So William means resolute protector. Resolute protector. My middle name is Andrew, which means manly, and my last name, of course, is McAllister. But the root of that word is Alistair, and that means protector of man, something like that. So my full name is resolute protector, manly protector of man.
Fred John. Okay, hang on a second, guys. Meaning
Pretty
of
confident. Melisano.
what were we gonna look up, John?
Meaning of John. Graced by God.
Name
Yeah,
John is derived from the Hebrew Yohanan, meaning graced by God.
Cool. John is the most generic name I think there is. John.
Oops. Yeah. And Sterling. Let's look up Sterling.
That's a Scottish word. Hey, Sterling, that's a Scottish word. It's the name of a city, and it's also the name of a river. Is it Sterling River? Yeah, I think so. Of high quality, pure. Yeah, because it's also silver, sterling silver. Yeah.
Also, variant
Of
of a
high
name
quality, pure.
pre-medieval refiners of silver, meaning Easterner surname.
That's right, Fred. You told me that before. Fruit vendor. So, Peacemaker the fruit vendor.
If people are just coming in and wondering why we've only been doing this for 13 minutes, it's because my internet wasn't working this morning, literally. Now it's all good, obviously, because I'm here and Liam's here. And I'm like SMSing Liam this morning saying, I don't think the show's going to happen. Anyway.
So I'm a peacemaking graced by God fruit vendor. That is something like one of the apostles would be like. You're peacemaking graced by God. I mean, you are peacemaking because you're an ambassador of conciliation. God is at peace by you, and you are graced by God because you're in the body and a fruit vendor. So there you go.
So I'm a peacemaking graced by God fruit vendor. I have so many questions for Fred for this new job. Maybe.
Yeah, Fred's the master at fruit vending. He's been doing it for a long time, or just running a store in general.
Come on in, Fred. Yeah. So we've got Sterling and Fred and Catherine Holmes, whoever she is.
Let's look up some biblical names. I'm pretty confident that the name Moses means from the river, to be taken from the river. I'm pretty sure it is. We can look that up if you like.
Oops. Oh, Savior delivered from the water. origin Egyptian, meaning Savior delivered from the water. An Old Testament name with a New World twist. The name Moses is rising in popularity once more. There you go.
Yeah,
Says,
so I was kind of right.
says Google.
What about so Moses? What about Noah? Noah. I wonder what that's smart. I wonder what that means. Noah.
I'm thinking more Paul's letters.
Yeah, we can do Paul after this one. Rest. Rest or repose. Death. It means death.
Oh my goodness. Wonder why that is. I was thinking like I want to meet
Hey,
Claudia.
Stephen. Claudia. Enclosure. Meaning name. Lame. Hey, Claudia, you're lame.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do when we're snatched away and I meet her. Yeah.
What does Stephen mean?
What's going on, people? He says, what's going on? You need to come in here, Stephen. That's what's going on.
What's the meaning of the name Stephen? I'm pretty sure it's like a strong rock, or is it
Crown.
Oh, yeah.
Garland.
Right.
Remember he was talking about that one time when he was on the show?
I can remember, yeah.
Stephen is a popular name of Greek origin derived from the word Stephanos, meaning crown or garland. It is a prominent biblical name that was made famous by Saint Stephen. He wasn't a saint, or were they talking about Stephen in the scriptures?
Yeah, I think they were well, I mean, he's what do you call it? An Israelite saint, I guess. Is that a thing? Can you call them saints?
I don't know, Liam. I really don't know. He was a disciple who spread the word of Christianity. Spread the word of Christianity. Oh, girl. Can we move on from that, please?
What does Janowski mean? Because that's a Polish name.
Is it?
Yep.
Polish and Jewish, Eastern Ashkenazic habitational name for someone from Genoa or Genoas, all places called with a personal name. This surname is also found in Germany.
Ashkenazi. Polish and Jewish. Ashkenazi. Wow. That's an interesting family there. If you know anything about the Ashkenazi Jews. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yep. And Perry, what's the last name? One who dwells by the pear tree. British?
Well, a traveler. So one who dwells by the pear tree, or a traveler, or a pilgrim. Perry is a masculine name with unusual roots that combine to paint a picture of an explorative soul.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Type in McAllister, but don't type in because I was typing in Alistair, but if you type in the meaning of the clan name McAllister, I wonder what that will come up, because it's a clan. That's what it is.
I'll just put that and see what happens.
Yeah.
Is a surname from Ireland and Scotland that originates from the Gaelic name MacAllistair, meaning son of Alistair.
Yeah.
Is that all it means? Meaning son of Alistair?
Because that's what it means. So if you want the real definition, you would have to look up what the meaning of the word Alistair is, which is protector of man, or Alexander, which is really what it means.
Yes. My coffee.
Stephen's meaning is crown. Yeah, we looked it up.
Anyways.
Son of Alistair.
Yeah, so you got a very strong name there. Mine's a bit weird. I'm a pure sorrowful island. What the hell is that?
It's like the island from, oh, what's that movie with Tom Hanks? Wilson! Wilson! Oh God, I part Jewish. Go figure, my stubborn ass. Yeah, but you might be Ashkenazi Jews. So don't they come from those people from Khazaria?
Yeah, and let's talk about, the whole history of where you came from before that. We might as well mix that in with your names at the same
Well,
time.
I,
Makes
I,
sense.
I don't I don't really need to speak about
You
mine.
came from Scotland.
Yeah.
But before Scotland?
Well, before that, it was well, you can look it up. Let's do some
Okay,
research.
where did people from Scotland?
You have to share your screen as well.
All right. Yeah. Forgot about that.
Where did people from Scotland come from?
Come from. But it's got
Yeah,
early
probably.
historic Scotland was a melting pot of different groups: the Britons, the Picts, there's Gaels, Scots, and the Norse, and you can see this mixture reflected in place names around the country.
Ben McDoey, Gaelic to Stornoway to Aberdeen. Yeah, yeah. Well,
Doesn't
basically,
tell me much.
yeah, it's basically. Well, it'll say the same thing for every culture because it's all mixed up with ancient cultures. But Catherine the Sorrowful.
That's my second name. That's what my second name means. I don't think I've got any Jewish ancestry.
Yeah, I
I
don't
haven't
think I
come
do.
across anything like that.
Zero Jewish blood in me, I think. It's because I like pork. I like bacon too much.
What? um, what was I going to say? I don't know. I'll have a sip of coffee. Hello to the 8 people in here.
Oh, 8 people. 8 people, you have to type in the chat so we can look up your name, so we can expose you.
Yes, exactly. They might be shy.
Expose you. Expose you for the world to see. We could just start to type in just random names if you want. Think of a name like.
Well, who do you
We've
want
looked
to
up-
meet the most
Well,
out of
Christ.
Paul's, apart from Paul and Christ Jesus? Who do you want to meet?
Timothy.
So let's look that up.
Oh, well, after Timothy, we can look up Melchizedek. That's an interesting name.
I don't think I can spell that.
I can spell it for you. Hey, Arbicus, how's it going, man?
So what were we looking up?
Uh,
Yeah, the name of
Timothy.
Timothy.
And Arbicus's real name is Justin. God's honor. Yeah, see, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, God's honor.
Timothy is a masculine name of Greek origin, coming from the name Timotheus. The name means honoring God, and it's a wonderful way to introduce. Yeah, okay, let's shut up there.
That's just so simple. Well, of course it does.
Arbicus. My real name is Justin.
We can look up Justin. Let's look up Justin. It means just. Oh,
Righteous.
well, I guess, okay. I guess I was right.
I thought it was going to be just as well. Justin is a Latin masculine name that means just, upright, or righteous. It is the anglicized form of the Latin name Justinus, derived from the biblical name Justice, meaning just or fair.
Let's look up the words or the name Melchizedek.
Tell
I'll
me
tell
how
you how
it's
to
spelled.
spell it. Melchizedek. 'Melchizedek. 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 'Melchizedek
My king is
King
right.
is righteousness. Melchizedek is an old Canaanite name, meaning my king is the god Sedek, or my king is righteousness. Interesting.
If anybody wants to come in, click on the StreamYard link. I want to meet Priscilla.
Venerable. I don't even know what that word means.
Do you want me to find out?
Let's find out. I guess it means something to do with joy.
Your bundle.
Potential to give baby the space to grow into it. What?
Venerable.
Venerable. You're very venerable. Venerable.
Got a great deal of respect. A great deal of respect, especially because of age, wisdom, or character. There you go.
Interesting. Think up of other words or just names in general. Names, words. I'm thinking of people in the Bible. What about freaking Goliath? What does Goliath mean? If you guys want a really fun one, look up the meanings of the names of the first 10 patriarchs in Genesis. And the first letter spells out X. Oh, of course it does. Didn't you say, Stephen, that the first letter of the 10 patriarchs spells out something? You're going to have to look up the first 10 or the 10 patriarchs in Genesis. So you'll have to remember them. Or Stephen can type them in the chat.
I'm going to find out something.
Meaning of the name Barnabas. He lives in a barn.
Son of encouragement.
Lives in a barn, and he's made of brass. Barnabas. There's a barn full of brass. Barnabas.
Oh, I've got my concordant here. Hang on a second. I'm going to go to the back of Romans.
Yeah, just look up names. The meanings of their names spell out something. Yeah, you told me.
You know, when it talks about all the different ones at the end of chapter 16. I wonder what Mary means. Have a guess of that.
Oh, crap, I know this one too.
What?
It's like blessed by God or something like that, or kind. I can't remember.
Bitterness, beloved.
Look up Miriam.
Same kind of thing.
Wished for child. Miriam is a girl's name of Hebrew origin, as it means wished for child. Miriam offers you a heartfelt way to express your loving devotion to your new arrival. Miriam is an old form of Mary, allowing you to call baby after their bajibada.
The what? What about a Hebronian?
Let's do
it. Okay, I gotta see how this is spelled in scripture. Herodian.
Derived from the ancient Greek word eros, which actually means commander, leader, hero from the island of Rhodes. Oh, Rhodes. The name from the list of 70 disciples of Christ in the Eastern Christian tradition. Oh, interesting.
Know where my ancestry is? Ireland, Scotland, England, mainly. Yep. Yeah. We've got 11 people with us.
Hmm.
You wouldn't know it because there's not many people chatting inside there.
Yeah, it's interesting to know what the meaning of people's names are. Interesting.
Let's do something different now.
What is this? I'm gonna look that up. Oh shit! I've clicked the wrong button. Come on. Oh, God. Copy. Paste. Jeremiah. Boy, Jeremiah, you better milk that cow. The message from God contained in the first 10 names. Interesting. So we got Adam, Seth, Enosh, Canaan, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, Noah. So Man appointed mortal sorrow, the blessed God shall come down, teaching his death shall bring the despairing comfort or rest. Oh, interesting. Message contained in the 10 names. Man appointed mortal. Adam, man. Seth, appointed. Enosh, I think that's how you say it, mortal. Canaan, sorrow, but I don't know how to say that. Mahalalel, the blessed God, Jared, shall come down. Enoch, teaching. Methuselah, his death shall bring. Lamech, the despairing. Noah, comfort or rest. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I think God was teaching his patience this morning. I've got something to. I'll just get rid of. Hang on, which one should I get rid of? Stop screen. I'm going to stop the Google screen for a sec. Woohoo!
Sure.
Hi, Stephen.
Hi, y'all.
Oh, hey, Stephen.
I'm making food, so I can't
Oh, that's okay. Don't worry.
It's all good.
So one of the cool things about what I was trying to say with the 10 patriarchs, I figured it'd be easier to come in here and say it. But you may notice that Canaan's name means sorrow, which is, if you look at what happened with Cain and the offspring that he had, they became very violent over the course of their ignorance, or over the course of Cain's ignorance that passed down in generations.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's in Genesis 4. The very thing that Cain was afraid of, that people would bring harm to him, God said, okay, like anyone who brings harm to Cain will be avenged like sevenfold. And so his offspring, instead of being humbled by that, turned it into a war cry and was like, anyone who kills me should be avenged 77-fold, which is human ignorance if I ever heard it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Methuselah, the moment you may notice that his name means what was it? His death shall bring. When he died, the flood came.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Do you have a middle name, Stephen?
I do. It is Joseph.
Joseph?
Oh, crap. I know this one. I know what Joseph means. Crap. No, I don't.
You can share Google because I closed mine.
I'll just look it up. Joseph. Name. Jehovah shall add. Jehovah shall add. That's what it means.
Jehovah shall add.
Yes.
Well,
Joseph is a masculine name of Hebrew origin, boasting great prominence across the Christian Bible, rooted in the Hebrew name Yosef, meaning Jehovah shall add. Jehovah represents several beloved and just, or should I say, Joseph represents several beloved and just figures.
So I'm a crowned one that Jehovah shall add to the body.
So, do you actually have Jewish ancestry, Stephen?
Oh, I have zero clue. My my uncle may know. He's obsessed with Ancestry.com, but I haven't talked to him in a while, so I would not know off the top of my head.
Yep.
I'm pretty confident that I've got a 0.
Yeah, it means you don't have that stubborn streak, right?
Oh no, our Scottish people are very stubborn. Liam is a boy's name given of Irish origin. No, and it means helmet of will, or protection, or strong-willed warrior.
I like that one better.
Yeah. I am William Wallace. Well, I was just going to ask if middle and last names have significant meaning. Yes, they do. And it also comes from Rome, because they had 3 names, like Justinius Maximus Claudius. We take that from them.
Ludius Maximus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Someone that we haven't seen yet. Have you noticed today?
Who?
Poopy Pants.
Yeah, that's because he thought that you cancelled the show.
Yeah. Oops. That's why it's a bit quieter today. We're only 45 minutes late.
Doing it without.
I thought you canceled it too, honestly.
I did. I put up a message saying that I'd cancelled it. You guys talk. I'll be back in a sec.
My middle name is Andrew, and it means manly. See, this is like God is shaping me to be the next Achilles. Just watched.
Well, you're Scottish, so you got that in.
Okay, so my second name is McAllister, but you can't really use that because it's a clan name, so you have to take out the Mick and just add in the Hallister. And it comes up with, hold on, crap. It comes up with Defender of the People.
Well, I mean, you're a defender of the people. That's not a bad thing. I do believe like names carry with them a deep significance, even though, you know, it might not look like it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
I learned it from a friend of mine. I was just looking up her name one day because I liked her, and it meant sorrow. And as it turned out, she had heavy depression.
No. Well, yeah.
And I was like, well, go figure.
Douglas. What Justin Douglas means, it's actually a Scottish name, and it means black river or dark stream. That's what it means. So, oh crap! See, I keep on forgetting my name. It just happens, you know. Yeah. So I'm the next Achilles. Stephen is the next king, and Catherine is a sorrowful island.
Yeah. I'm also the 4th, so my dad is the 3rd. I have the first 2 were not believers, or are not believers, as far as I know. My great grandfather definitely not, and my grandfather is huge on eternal torment. And
Oh wow! Yeah.
Bill nonsense.
Yeah.
But thankfully, God pulled my dad out of it. My grandfather actually booted him out of the house because he went to another church that his mom went to, and he hated that church. My dad was like, well, don't tell me what to do. And that was that for him.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was speaking to, well, I wasn't speaking to people. Hey, Rhonda. I'll look up the name Rhonda and see what that means. I was on Reddit because, you know, I enjoy torture. And I was speaking to a bunch of Christians, or I was texting with them. I'm like, okay, so let's ask them a bunch of questions because I'm just curious at how freaking far gone that they are. So I just made the comment. So all of Christianity and pretty much all of religion believes that they have an immortal soul, that when you die, you don't truly die. You just transport yourself to some ulterior dimension.
Right.
And I've laid out a bunch of evidence for that. And I'm just like, so what's your opinions on this? And everyone's just like, what do you mean? Death doesn't mean death.
How could that possibly be? The very thing that happens to us
And
occurs?
everyone was telling me, so Jesus didn't really die. It was just his flesh that died. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I've been a Christian for 50 years, by the way. I'm
Yeah,
very
that doesn't-
devoted.
That doesn't make a lick of sense.
Let's look up what
Sad.
Rhonda means.
Yes.
Rhonda means noisy. Good
Poor
lads.
Rhonda. I think she's opposite to that, to be honest.
Rhonda is a
quite quiet.
feminine name of Welsh origin, which it translates to noisy or nosy. No, it's noisy. Yes, it's noisy. There's no reason to see this name's meaning as negative. Coming from the river Rhonda, this name will always connect a baby with the powerful rushing and babbling sounds of water cutting through the valleys.
That sounds pretty, though. Always like
I'll
that.
look up. Yeah. The Welsh are awesome people. I love the Welsh. I'll look up the name Buick.
You should look up Aaron, too. I don't know if you guys did that. Speaking of Welsh.
Is that Welsh?
I don't know.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Okay. I get it. Buick, surname definition is Dutch. One who had a large... Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Buick is Dutch in origin, and it means one who had a large stomach or paunch. So,
Okay.
Rhonda, you really did not get blessed with good names. You're a noisy person with a large stomach. That's what it says. Okay.
I thought
no one said
one was
names
like
can't be ironic,
weird.
you know?
I'm just a pure sorrow island.
I am the defender of man. Yes, I am manly defender of man. Helmet of strong-willed warrior. Yes.
Make sure you got the best one so far, William.
Oh, do I not have paper jack? Come on. God damn it.
I wonder what Aristobulus means.
I'll look up the name Aaron.
Oh, I've got to do this after you do that because I've got to look up the names Tryphena and Tryphosa.
Cool. So the name Aaron means mountain of strength.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he is an incredibly strong writer, so there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely can't write like that, that's for sure.
Oh, okay. So Tryphena means delicacy.
That may be why maybe why Martin likes the name so much.
The hot
Okay.
twins. Tryphena as a
Rhonda
girl.
Lane Craft. Okay. Lane. Lane, name meaning a small roadway or path. Okay, that's...
Wow.
Okay,
That was-
Rhonda Lane Craft. Okay, Craft. Okay, that's probably not going to be much better. Craft.
Guys,
Yeah.
guess what?
What's
Guess
that?
what? Tryphosa means softness, delicacy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Martin can't wait to meet them.
I just had
Okay.
to do that.
Craft means strong or courageous. That's what it means, Rhonda. So you're strong and courageous. There you go.
Nice.
It's a German word too.
Yeah, I got a little bit German in me. Tiniest bit.
Kraft. Kraft is a family name. Kraft. Kraft. My last name is Herb. Okay. verb. This is going to be descendant or an heir. That's what yours means. Descendant or an heir. Because that's what that means. I'll be right back. You guys can chat.
I've got a direct line to the royal family. Well, sort of.
Wait, you do?
Direct line to Sir Henry Seymour. And his what do you call it? Sister was Queen of England.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing that you
are
of royal birth.
Well, my grandmother was a Seymour, you see. So, yeah, direct line to Sir Henry Seymour.
So Catherine the Royal.
Well, he wasn't exactly royal. It was his sister that was married to the King of England, which was King Henry.
Right.
I'm confused which king that is now.
Apparently, Christina Applegate is in my family. But, like,
it's really?
It's very distant.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I apparently she was married to a cousin of mine for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
And no clue how that was. I never met her, but that's kind of cool to think about.
No celebrities in mine, really.
Well, except for the King of England.
Yeah, except for him.
Other than that, yeah. No one worth mentioning. No.
The Queen of England, Jane Seymour. Yeah. Yep. So that's pretty cool. So you said your uncle or somebody was into family history?
Yeah, he's on Ancestry.com. Like, he's always putting together a huge family tree.
Uh-huh.
That goes all the way back to whenever now. Apparently, he documented when the first immigrants in my family came to America.
Yep.
And I know nothing about it. But he was talking about it, and he was like, "Your great aunt Gusha," and I'm just like, "Okay, that's nice." I know literally nothing about that, but
yeah,
it's cool to know, I guess.
Yeah, I've been doing genealogy since I was 21, so
Damn.
Yeah, now I'm 44, so I've been doing it for a while. But I do it on and off, I don't always do it. Just whenever I feel like it.
Yeah, it probably comes and goes. Because it can probably be tiring too. Like, ow, shit. It can be tiring.
Right there? Don't cut your finger off or anything.
No, I already embarrassed myself in front of Maurice yesterday. I was cutting the shredded cheese here because I want to make homemade mac and cheese, but I just got to shred all this shit. And I damn near cut my finger off talking to her. It's like, oh my goodness. Like, I was just having a normal conversation. We are going to watch a movie, and then all of a sudden I'm going out getting Band-Aids. So.
Are you in Texas yet?
No, because God said no right now.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
I've been hunting for the past couple of weeks for a place to live.
What have you got?
Nothing.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
Don't question me. Catherine was sorrowful. No.
I am the defender of man. The strong wild warrior and unmanly.
What is that one movie? A Knight's Tale. The defender of female virginity.
That's got Heath Ledger in it, hasn't it?
That sounds like your average Redditor mod. The defender of virginity.
I really liked
Heath. It's Italian, I remember.
I really liked Heath Ledger. Wasn't he Aussie? Heath Ledger?
I don't know.
He was.
I think he was.
He was the Joker. That's all I know. Oh, he was in The Patriot.
He was in The Patriot, which is a good movie. I like The Patriot.
Pretty good.
Potato chips.
We don't
Crisps.
call them. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Norman.
Hey, Norm.
So Norman means nomad. So let's look up the name Labelle.
Nomad. The guru.
Labelle means the beautiful woman.
That's God playing a joke on you, Norm.
You're a nomad that's a beautiful woman, Norman.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't think that's enough cheese. Not yet.
Ben, that sing on my show. Whoops.
Labelle means the beautiful, yes, but it also says it's feminine. So it's a French nickname from la belle, the beautiful woman, from the feminine old form of Old French beau or belle, beautiful, handsome, from late Latin bellus.
I'm gonna try and get Poopy Pants' attention. Just a second. Oh, you guys talk.
Yeah. So why you want to move down to Texas?
Why do you think he wants to move down to Texas? I know.
To escape the hot weather? I mean, to go into the hot weather, rather.
No, probably not.
You have
Yes.
I know, Stephen. It's all right.
Yeah, I hear that the steaks there are really good.
Yeah. They are excellent. No, it's just for love. Want to be with a woman.
Yep, exactly.
I thought it was a great thing about.
Stacey's here.
Seems like a lot of people are doing that.
Hey, Stacey.
I'll pick up the name Stacey.
It's from Anastasia. I already
Wow, Stacey means look.
Resurrection.
I knew it.
It's pretty cool.
Stacey means resurrection.
Oh, epic.
I like it. I like it a lot. He's at his sister-in-law's. Okay. He's not coming in.
Oh.
Why is Jason sending me a message when I'm on live?
I don't know.
That's kind of weird.
I'll check it after the live show.
Yes. Yeah, we're good. We're good now that we're live.
Chris says, I know, I'm sorry, we are at my sister-in-law's for dinner. Yeah. So that's where he is.
I hope you are feeling better, Stacey, just by the way.
Ooh.
Yes. I've read some of her messages on Discord. I appreciate it. Well,
I had a good chat with her yesterday, so yeah.
It's so exciting. I love it when the summer ends, we go into the autumn, the fall, the Halloween season, the harvest season. I love that stuff. I love it so much. And it starts to get colder and darker. Yeah. I love that stuff.
You like Halloween?
Yeah, I love Halloween. It's great.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I love it.
You get free candy.
Right.
Yeah, of course. You also have to remember that I grew up an atheist, so I wasn't into the whole witch killer kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm not. I did not grow up atheist, but Halloween has always been really fun.
That's good, Stacey. Good to hear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, it always works out in the end. Our Father will lead us into the desert, and then sometimes.
Can you hear what he's saying?
Our Father will lead us into the desert.
Into the desert, And sometimes he'll lead us into the oasis and not the drink.
You lead us into the oasis, but not to drink.
No, not the drink. There's a drink called Oasis.
There's a drink called Oasis. What are you talking about? What do you do in your spare time, bro? That's
You don't want to know.
What does Greg's name mean?
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll look up. Greg. Watchful or vigilant.
Yeah,
It's
you
also
know
short
what?
for Gregory.
He is very intelligent too. He's very watchful when it comes to the scriptures. He's very reverent with it.
I know two Gregs. I know Greg DeFlaren, which I think is the one you're talking about, right?
He comes on your stream sometimes. I don't know his last name.
And
Yeah,
Greg
it's
Davis.
DeFlaren. And Greg Davis, yeah. Those are the two Gregs that I know.
What about Martin's name? You know Martin's name?
Well, I know his original name, and I know his...
So do I.
Well, I won't call out his original name, but what do you think? What does Martin mean?
Okay, Martin name meaning. Martin means God of War. What the fuck?
Well,
he's at war with Christianity. That
he
makes
is
a lot
at
of
war
sense.
with Christianity, and he does know that we're wearing a panoply.
God
Okay.
of War.
I think this is enough cheese.
Wait, what are you making?
Pizza.
I'm making homemade mac and cheese, and I wanted to show you that.
That is a
God,
lot of
it's
cheese.
falling. Yeah, it is.
You're gonna have an awful time like the next day or so.
I don't mind. I've done it before. I love mac and cheese. I won't apologize.
I only like cheese in my pizza, or unless I'm just eating it raw.
Yes, Stacey Martin has an original name. We're not going to say it on live either.
I mean, everyone already knows it, but we're not going to say it. I have to get going for now. Pet peasants. Lol, joking. Love you guys. Okay. Love, grace, and peace, brother. Peace out. We'll look up the meaning of the name Zender. Zender. I'm pretty sure it sounds like a South African name. No, it's German. One who collects
Okay.
rents.
I figured that it was German.
It's a pet form of Alexander. Wow.
Wow.
Well, that makes sense because it's Zender. So Alexander. Get it?
Oh, wait. Oh, I only needed 2 cups. Yeah, that's definitely more than 2 cups.
So say hello to Sol Lesiel for me.
Oh, yeah, I will. I'm
Yeah.
supposed to watch a movie with her later tonight. We're going to watch the Princess Bride.
Oh, yeah.
Andre the Giant. I love Andre the Giant.
Well, yeah. I mean, she's had kind of like a tough time at her job, and I had 2 options. I was like, well, I could show her that, or I could show her Pulp Fiction. And I was like, well, I think I should stick with the less dramatic and intense one.
Yeah, like let's watch The Exorcist. That's
Yeah.
Let's not. I've never seen it.
It's not even scary. I can remember watching
I
it
was
when I was
told
a kid.
it was scary by
It's
my
not scary
mother.
at all. No, it's only scary if you're super religious or Catholic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, that's probably why.
Stacy says, "Congratulations, Stephen."
Oh, yeah, she is amazing.
I think it was about the mac and cheese, but okay.
Oh,
I'm
He's
just
joking.
because I need 8 ounces of uncooked elbow macaroni. How much is 1 pound of macaroni? Is that
that's
8?
not a lot.
16. That's 16. That's double. I'm good.
You'll be really cheesy.
Oh, yeah.
Zender history, family crest, and coat of arms. Wow.
Oh, where the hell Oh, even is it?
So you're going to eat mac and cheese and watch a movie? Is that the plan, Stephen?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I have to wait for a couple of jobs to call me back. So while I'm waiting, figure mac and cheese makes me feel better, and watching a movie makes me feel better, and seeing it feel better. So, I'd be 3 for 3 in being held over. I'd be okay.
Yeah.
I cannot find my my pan now, my pot.
The what?
I can't find the pot to boil the.
Yeah, you need that. The pasta.
It would help.
Oh shit! I didn't wash it. Oh well.
You can just boil it in a bowl. Why not?
Liam, I'm not trusting your cooking ability.
Hey, I know Tim Hogan, and he's a master chef, and he says that I could have been a great chef too. All I had to do is put my mind to it.
If you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. Thank you, Tim, and thank you, Back to the Future. Yeah, no, that's crooked. What?
Oh, he's on silent, so he's just listening in now.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were we just talking about? I can't remember.
It was something about mac and cheese. I don't like mac and cheese. I really don't. I don't like. Well,
Really?
I haven't really. Yeah, mac and cheese, macaroni cheese. I don't like it. No,
That's crazy. Why?
I just don't like it. It's very like pasta and cheese. I just don't like that.
Wait. Before you finish that thought, don't. Catherine, continue. You were saying about how you liked mac and cheese?
Yeah, I love it. Yep. Do you like Italian food, Liam?
Well, I like pizza.
Do you like anything apart from pizza that is Italian?
Well, I like pizza and pineapple.
You've eaten pasta before. I know that much. You've told me. So
Yeah,
you
but
like
pasta's
pasta.
not normal. Yeah, of course I like
It's
pasta.
normal, but
Liam, you redeemed
mac and
yourself
cheese
there.
isn't normal.
Pineapple on pizza is really good. I really like it.
It is. People don't ever give that enough credit, but I think it's awesome. Pineapple itself is just delicious flavor, and if you don't like it, you're of Satan.
You have to have pineapple on pizza.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
It's really good.
it is Jesus' favorite fruit. He says it in John 19 before he ascends.
Yeah, let's look it up.
And thus, my favoritist food.
And by the way, guys, I forgot to say, if you don't like pineapples, you will not inherit Aeonian life. Just making that. Okay, bye.
Screenshot. No, I can't do it now. Pulling your face. When Stephen comes back.
They forgot to write that part down, so I don't think that any of us are going to inherit Aeonian life. That's okay. No. Caleb's. I think he said. Hold on. I think he said he had to put his dog down today.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That sucks. I know what that's like.
Had to put my dog down, was too old, and my cat was poisoned by someone.
What?
Yeah.
He's having a bad run.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so sad when pets die because they are a part of the family. I love dogs and cats. They're awesome.
I've had too much coffee.
That's okay. You can never have. Well, and now it's just me. It's just the Liam show and macaroni cheese. It is awful. That's the chaos theory right there. Whenever you think that you're in control, it's just nature, or well, if you want to call it nature, it's God, of course, that's in control. And whenever you try to build your own little Tower of Babel, God will just destroy it. That's chaos theory right there. Dinosaurs, awesome. Men in black suits running away from T-Rexes. And leather jackets.
I think you mixed a couple of movies there. But that's okay.
It's like Men in Black mixed with Jurassic Park.
Mixed with Jurassic Park, yeah. It's that would be a fun mashup.
They just blow it up. They just blow up the T-Rex with that little gun.
Yeah. And then they say, now you forget that you saw a T-Rex.
You know, if that guy, John Hammond, that old white guy with the beard, if he had that technology, he wouldn't even have had to abandon the park. And in the books, he was a complete psychopath. For the novel.
Yeah. In the book, in the movie, they humanized him a lot more. But the whole story is like an analogy for God. And
Yep.
unlike, I think the author, unlike Steven Spielberg, does believe in God. Does not believe in God. So when Steven Spielberg was making it, he was like, well, maybe let's not make God out to be a complete psychopath.
Yeah. I've never read the novel, but I've always wanted to.
Oh, it's dark, man. It's so much more brutal than the...
I know that some of the stuff that happens in it with Nedry, where like the dinosaur, the one with the flap things, is way bigger, and it like kills him like in a horrific way. And John Hammond,
it describes in graphic detail like that, the jaws chomping on his head and shit. It's gross. There's Willy Wonka also proclaims God. People don't know that one, but that one that was made by a Seventh-day Adventist. So yeah, it was about the whole story is Willy Wonka has these 5 kids going through his factory, showing who is not capable of taking care of his factory and who is. Eventually, Charlie is the only one that remains.
And he gets to inherit the factory.
And it's not even that he is perfect. He's not perfect. He does steal that bottle of the fizzy stuff too. And, but that's the thing about Willy Wonka. He forgives. It's very well done. And the bad guy in the story, I can't remember his name, but he kind of corners each of the kids and is like, hey, I want you to steal this thing from me. And all the other kids are like, oh, yeah, we'll do it. And even the grandfather at the end of the story is like, yeah, let's do it. But it turns out at the end, of course, that the bad guy is just like a part of Willy Wonka's plan. So
and that really is a good analogy for God too. Although Satan doesn't realize it, he is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's wonderful. I love the way that they do it there. And there are a couple others. The Book of Eli is really obvious. That's not an analogy for God, but it definitely comes at Christianity really hard. I love that movie.
I'm trying to think of other movies that would come at Christianity like in a very subtle way. I can't really think of any.
Did you? Yeah, thinking. You're right there, Liam.
I need to grow a beard.
The Truman Show.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. The Truman Show. Yeah.
That one comes at Christianity really hard. The name of the director of the Truman Show in the movie is called Christoph, which is literally Christ off. So like, what if Christ was not in control? You have this corrupted world where everything's fake and nothing's real. But the truth does superabound in the guy's lie. It is exposed at the end. So, and you can't keep the love that he had for the girl down. Yeah, that one comes at Christianity really hard. There's another one.
The Wizard of Oz is a perfect one.
Yes.
With the wizard being this big, intimidating god that's the god of Christianity. But when you pull back the curtain, it's just some old man, just some old priest that's inventing the whole thing to control everyone.
Absolutely. I would argue that Field of Dreams comes at Christianity pretty well too. That one, because that movie is about faith, which faith in something you can't see, which Christianity, I guess, theoretically has, but it's not in God.
It's faith in themselves, really.
Yeah, so he just kind of blindly follows, which is what Abraham had to do. It's what we're doing essentially now. Field of Dreams is a good one in that regard. Ghostbusters. No, I'm just kidding.
The Immortal Soul Eye.
Yeah. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Any others off the top of my head?
I'll tell you what, the Christians on Reddit are completely bonkers. You should see the posts. You should see the posts that they make. There was one post where this guy posted saying, so in my youth group, the youth pastor is 23 years old and he's dating a 16-year-old girl.
Stephen,
That's crazy.
I have a message for you.
From Miss Celestial. Very sweet.
Hey, Celestial.
Very sweet woman. Who's that lady? No.
Mac and cheese. Mac and cheese.
Well, step 2 here is make the macaroni and cheese. Thank you. I wouldn't have guessed. I didn't know that was next.
Not a fan of mac and cheese. Not a fan, and I never will be.
Yeah.
There it is.
Liam is out of the body of Christ.
There it is. Youth leader Day is dating an underage girl. It's got
crazy.
92 upvotes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like when you really go into Christianity, at least in the sense of a Reddit group, I guess, you can just see the insanity and just you can kind of compare it with the truth, and you're just thinking, holy crap, Christianity is just so in bed with lies. I mean, it's not just even the big ones, it's just like the unforgivable sin. Well, it's unforgivable for the eons, but they think it's unforgivable for all time and you're going to hell. And then you see all these people making posts about it, being like, oh no, I think I did the unforgivable sin. It's like,
What's this Reddit thing about, Liam?
so do you know what Reddit is?
No.
Okay, so it's basically just a place where you type, and it's like Facebook, but it's kind of like Facebook, where you just type and you share stuff. And there's certain groups. Can we look up my name? What does it mean? Okay, type in your name and we'll look it up.
You did, underneath.
Tell me how to spell it.
It's there.
I've got it. Promised by God. That's what it means. It means promised by God. Yes, I spelled it right. Amaris means promised by God.
Yep.
It's Hebrew also. It's a Hebrew, well, it's got a Hebrew origin. It means promised by God, Hebrew in origin. Amaris is a girl's name meaning promised by God, a variation of the gender-neutral Amaria. This biblical name is a rare gift that speaks to profound adoration.
You say it Amaris, don't you?
I feel like I'm always saying it wrong, but she says it's okay. It's Amaris. Amaris. I'm supposed to, I think, say it with like trilling my R's a little bit, and I can't do that because I'm not smart. So.
Come on.
So here's the kind of posts that the Christians like to make on Reddit. Why is hell eternal no matter the sin? Here's the next one. If a family member doesn't believe in God, does that mean I'll never see them in heaven? Why can't someone be saved without Jesus? I feel like my relationship with God is fake. I talked with Jesus. What denominations would you recommend for a progressive? What the hell?
What denominations?
Is role-playing in mythological games bad? Like in Age of Mythology or all these video games?
Yeah, that's the unforgivable sin. That's the one that does it for God. How dare you play Dungeons and Dragons? How could you?
Yeah, it's just like, and like, I swear 50% of the posts are something to do with sex, like porn or something like that. It's just always that.
You know why? With the Christians, it's like the worst thing ever talking about it.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Because when you see these posts, it's just all, oh, I need to quit porn. It's
Doing
just,
this or whatever. Yep.
I need to stop smoking weed. I need to stop this or that, or else I won't get into heaven. Quick, gotta stop it.
Crazy. 15. Wow. People.
Yeah, it's crazy. We got some crazy stuff in here. We got some crazy stuff in here. I made a post saying, how can Christ be eternal if he died? And then the responses I got are something else.
You and Stephen talk. I have to eat something.
That's okay. I'll just speak by myself. That's chaos for you right there. I'm holding out my hand, and you stretch a little bit of water there, and you can watch it roll, and that's chaos for you. You never know what's going to happen. This is the second time we've delved into the chaos theory. I don't know if I'm going to be combining the Men in Black and Jurassic Park, though. I think that's kind of a mismatch. The only reason that the dinosaurs were dangerous in Jurassic Park is because they didn't have guns. But yet in the second movie, in the second novel, they had guns and they got screwed. So that doesn't make any sense.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't hear it all. I'm just gonna say you're right.
Yeah, so as I was saying, chaos theory. Jurassic Park, it's one of the greatest movies ever made. But if they had guns, the dinosaurs would be screwed. So in a way, the dinosaurs are not a threat. It is man that is the threat, because man created the dinosaurs in that movie. Although they weren't really dinosaurs, they were like monsters. They were trying to create dinosaurs. Is that a real question, though? Are dinosaurs real? That's chaos theory right there. That's chaos theory. That seems to be something that divides the body. Is dinosaurs real? Or is dinosaurs real? I can't even speak. Are dinosaurs real? That's a good question. This is the question for the ages, I think, because I've spoken to a bunch of believers and they say yes, and then a bunch of believers say no. And yeah, that's an interesting question. I don't think so, but I'm willing to have an open mind about it.
No, dinosaurs are real, but they're not when people thought they existed.
So what do you mean by that?
There's a study of it done by a random guy, and I can't remember his name, but they were called dragons before they became dinosaurs for a long time. And people in ancient Chinese culture would always say, "We're going on a trip. We're going to go kill the dragons." On top of that, there were the way that people measure fossils. They don't measure the time that the fossil itself could be in the ground. They figure that out by looking at how deep in the soil it is, and in doing so, they're ignoring the flood for one. The way that they assume or presume that soil is perfectly layered for some reason. And I don't know why they think that way, but when you do it like that, of course you're going to get millions and millions of years.
So do you think that all the dinosaurs, if they did exist, would have been wiped out in the flood? And if so, why? Why are they not alive now?
I don't know.
Yeah. Were they evil? I don't think that they were evil.
I don't know. I really would have no clue in that regard. Whether they existed before or after the flood, but there are fossils. I mean, they very evidently existed. It's just I just don't think that they existed when people thought they did.
Yeah, because it's 65 million years ago is what the scientists say, or what some of them say.
Yeah, I don't think the lie is that they existed. I just think the lie is that they is that people lie about when it happened. I can send
Yeah, send me it. Why not? Because I'm not opposed to dinosaurs being real. I mean, I love dinosaurs. Why wouldn't you want to have a pet T-Rex? But it's just I just don't see enough evidence.
That's okay. It's not something that I really am seriously concerned about.
I'll host a debate between you and Peter about if dinosaurs are real.
Are dinosaurs real? More on this at 7. So I'm making the cheese now. I
The
need
demon broth. That's what I like to call it.
the what?
The demon broth or the demon plate, because I hate mac and cheese. Nope. I don't like mac and cheese. It's not good. I don't like it. I wouldn't mind lasagna though. Lasagna's nice.
Well, God doesn't like you, Liam.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. I mean, why would he named me strong-willed warrior, but yet having me just sit on a computer all day, arguing with the Christians on Reddit? It's almost like he hates me. He's just
Me and Martin have reached a very simple conclusion, which is that there's two. If you think of it like a Venn diagram, you can think of people who are in Christianity and people who are not, and then in between that Venn diagram, there's that middle who lines up on "I have questions," and that leads to.
Do you know what that is?
The people that you want to reach.
Stephen?
Yes,
Do you
ma'am.
know what this is?
That is
a carcass.
What's that?
Looks like a carcass of something.
It does look like
It's Vegemite on pita bread.
Okay. Oh, wow.
And then you roll it up. See?
I actually met. I
Oh my
think
God.
he's a believer because he says that he follows Clyde Pilkington. He does believe in the premillennial kingdom, though, but I met him on Reddit. So I think I might have found a believer on Reddit, but I don't know yet.
Mm-hmm.
Which is it's a small world. Because he asked me, do you believe in the premillennial kingdom? And I was like, oh, I know someone who preaches that. It's Clyde Pilkington. He's like, oh, I know who that is too. It's like, oh, wow, small world.
I'm so hungry.
Hi, So Hungry. I'm Steven. What is So Hungry's name? I'm sorry, I'll see myself out.
That's okay, don't worry. This is the Cringe Anonymous group where we can overcome our cringiness.
Putting that much Vegemite on it, it wouldn't be good for anybody first trying it.
Yeah, I don't like Vegemite. Well, I haven't tried it, so I can't say that I don't like it, but I don't think that would like it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's see what the comments say. Let's see what well, I shouldn't say just the Christians, it's just the people of the world. So let's see what they think about. Okay, so this is a great comment. So this is a response to the immortal soul lie, and me just elaborating on it just a little bit. So Yes Mar 2020 said, what was the point of him dying for us then if Jesus is not God? Well,
What does that have to do with anything?
well, that's what I thought too. I just said, well, he died for sin. That's kind of the point. That's not oh, I can't even speak. That's not a point at all. This is his response to my response. It just sounds like churchy sounding talk. It sounds like what you're saying is that Jesus was a human being and him dying erases all sin. Why? How? Well, there you go.
There you go.
We've got a Roman Catholic. No disrespect to people who go through this, but it sounds more like a manic episode than an actual attempt to teach and enlighten.
Wow.
His another response, your post history is just a series of rants. If you're trying to spread the gospel, you won't get very far screaming that everyone else is wrong, but you have found the truth. No, but you have found the true way. You don't sound like you're doing well. He's trying to gaslight me.
Yeah.
You're crazy, man. What do you mean the Trinity isn't real? The Pope says so, so just believe it.
Crazy, man. Didn't you get the memo? You're insane. In the membrane. How could you, Liam? Be just like crazy.
Yeah, really like their Trinity, and they like the immortal soul even more than the Trinity, because not all the Christians believe in the Trinity, but they all believe in some form of an immortal soul.
What about the thief on the cross?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they actually didn't mention that yet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's a good one. So I made a post saying, if God is love, how can he be okay with people going to hell? Hold on. Let's see the responses. Oh, so this is from an atheist, and I thought this is hilarious. A better question is this. If God has a plan for us all, and he made all of us, then why did he make me an atheist so that I can go to hell? The game is rigged. And I thought that was such a good comment. Like, that's more truth from an atheist than all the Christians.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That atheist I want on the new earth.
Yeah, like, and then he follows, so I make a comment about something, and then he says this, mate, that is not even my biggest problem with the mainstream Christian take on things. What he says there I don't fully agree with, but he's kind of like, well, he's an atheist. The biggest moral problem I have is this. I refuse to believe in a God that has the only one condition on going to heaven. Believe in God, not any God, but the God of the Bible. No matter if you are the worst person on the planet, if you rape babies and eat them, if in the last second of your life you atone, repent for your sins, and turn to God, you go to heaven. No thanks. If that God is real, I want nothing to do with him. In fact, even if he wants me in heaven, I don't want to go there. He can send me to eternal torture, which only shows how he is the most awful being in existence. And then he goes a little bit about genocide. And then the Christians come in and say, God is not okay with it. He is literally dying to stop it. Well, no. God can't die. Since God created hell as a place, it doesn't seem like he is trying to stop it. Wow. That's from an atheist.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you're trying to say if you created everything, but he didn't create evil. He didn't create hell. Well, what about those like 12 verses that explicitly say that he did?
Yeah, I haven't even got to that yet. I'll make a post about that. God created evil, or I'll say who created evil. That's such a good post to make, because they'll always say, "Oh, it's Satan," or "Evil wasn't created," or "Man created evil," or something.
After you bake it, I'll send that over to A.K. Richardson, who doesn't know that God created evil.
God is not only love, God is just as well, and righteous and holy, etc.
Oh, boy.
Oh, okay.
Stephen,
Yes, ma'am.
have a look at this.
What am I looking at?
Penguins.
Oh my God.
I'm going to have to eat these penguins.
Oh my God.
I have to. I have no choice.
Hide
They
the
have to be
children.
used up.
Catherine is eating penguins, probably baby penguins too. Looking at the size, I can't believe this.
They're penguins from the UK.
And God picked you? I can't. That's crazy.
The chief of sinners.
The chief of sinners, Catherine Holmes, Catherine the sinner.
See how cute that is? You see how cute that penguin is? And I'm going to eat it.
Oh my God. That's it for me.
Reddit's a wild place, yes, Stacey, but it sharpens me a little bit. It's also very amusing and sad at the same time, but it also reminds you of how special you are, and not in an arrogant way, because when you look at Christianity and look at their theology, it's just so messed up, and you're thinking, wow. Yeah, it's crazy. People will come up with the weirdest excuses, and it's you can tell that they're locked up in stubbornness.
Oh, crap. Crap. Oh, crap. Can't get into this thing.
Profile.
You're there.
Oh, it's so bad.
Well, I can imagine.
Chocolate's weird.
Really gross chocolate. You don't like chocolate?
It's,
So why,
it's just totally different to the Tim Tam chocolates.
so why are you eating it?
Biscuits. Because I've got to eat it. Nobody else is eating it.
Ah, yes. The Roman Catholics' response to if Christ is eternal, how could he die? Christ's body died, but his being is eternal. Like us, our bodies die, but not our souls.
Mm.
And then I responded with a wall of text, and then he said, "This is the most heretical thing I've ever read here today."
That's funny.
Jesus the man died, God the Son remained the eternal person of the Trinity. He has always had been and always will be. That being said, death per Christianity doesn't appear to mean ceasing to exist. Wow.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, this is the guy. Yeah, this is the freaking pre-millennial kingdom. What's his face? Clyde Pilkington. Yeah, I learned of Pilkington through Grace Bible Community Church. Are you a concordant believer? What a small world.
Found it. Okay, so last penguin to eat. And then I will never buy them again. Sorry, Liam, but I just can't
That's okay.
bring myself to eat penguins again. Chocolate.
Whoa, this was a good one. Why couldn't an all-powerful creator insert himself into creation in human form, die, then resurrect himself? Interesting. Gee.
Anyway, I reckon we can do after chat now.
Yeah, we'll do an after chat. If anyone wants to come in and speak to us, just come on in, because it won't be live on the show. We can just speak in this little bubble, in this little dimension. So the chat link is still there, I think. If you go into the live chat. Okay, well, it's not pinned. But Catherine's going to put it in the chat, and she's going to pin it. And if you go into the live chat, you'll see right now there's a StreamYard link. They came in to try and stop you from eating their friends. Yeah, the penguins are amassing right now. They're trying to stop Catherine the tyrant from
terrible.
consuming.
Freaking terrible, man. Okay. I'll finish this and then I'll say the grace and peace thing.
Anyway, yeah, this show was very interesting today.
I know.
Kind of off the cuff, but that's okay. The meaning of names have a lot of meaning and a lot of very important. The naming of meme, the naming of memes. No, the naming of the naming of memes. The names, the meaning of names. Yes, that's what I meant to say.
I won't smile too much because I've probably got chocolate all over my teeth now. But
That's
love, grace, and peace, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
The eyes of your heart having been enlightened. Don't go on Reddit.